All right, guys, this is going to be part 2 of Chapter 8 review for the second test. Find the next 3 terms of the sequence 4, 8, 16, and 32. And you can see that that was excuse me, you can see that that was the last type of question on the first part. So, 4 to 8, we multiply by 2. 8 to 16, we're multiplying by 2. 16 to 32, multiplying by 2. So we need to set this, our 3 spots, because we need to find 3 terms. 32 times 2, 64. 64 times 2, 128. 128 times 2, 256. All right. Numbers 12 and 13 determine whether the sequence is arithmetic or geometric. Remember, arithmetic, if it's arithmetic, it's plus or minus. If it's geometric, it's multiplication or division. So what am I doing to negative 5 to get 10? Well, it looks like we're adding 15 or multiplying by negative 2. 10 to negative 20, we're multiplying by negative 2. So that's what we're doing, is multiplying by negative 2. Since we're multiplying, this one is geometric. All right, 3 to negative 9, we're multiplying by negative 3. Negative 9 to 27, multiplying by negative 3. So this one is also geometric. Okay, just coincidental that they were both that way. This one, I think you guys did much better than I had hoped with this. Now, it tells us to find the first, the fourth, and the eighth terms. So that means we have n is 1, 4, and 8 for both of these. All right, so putting number 14 first, we've got, for 1, negative 3 times 5 to the 1 minus 1, because we have to put that 1 in for the n. 1 minus 1 gives us 0. Anything to a 0 power is just 1. So that gives us negative 3. Now, substituting in the 4 into this equation, we have negative 3 times 5 to the 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1 is 3. Negative 3 times 5 to the third is going to give us negative 375. And finally, doing it for n is 8, so we have to plug that 8 in. Negative 3 times 5 to the 8 minus 1. That 8 minus 1 gives us 7. I'm going to need to use the calculator for that because I don't know what 5 to the 7th power is. Moving this guy over. Okay, so we've got negative 3 times 5, raise it to the power of 7, and that equals negative 234,375. So negative 234,375. Negative 234,375. And there you go. All right, now let's take a look at 15. Again, we're still looking for those particular terms in the sequence, but now we're looking at this sequence function. So we have negative 4 times 3 to the 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1 is 0, so that means that this is equal to 1. That is equal to negative 4. For 4, we have negative 4 times 3 to the 4 minus 1. This is going to give us 3. Negative 4 times 3 to the third is negative 4 times 26. 7. Oh, I got it now. Negative 108. So negative 108 is going to be the answer for this one. And then finally, for the 8th term, we have negative 4 times 3 to the 8 minus 1. 8 minus 1 is 7. Using our friendly, helpful calculator, we have negative 4 times 3 raised to the 7th. That gives you negative 8,748. Negative 8,748. And that would be the end of this particular slide. Let's go ahead and go on to the next one. If I can find the cursor. There we go. All right, 16. You drop a ball from a height of 1.5 meters. Each curved path has 60% of the height of the previous path. Write a rule for the sequence using centimeters. The initial, hang on. When I just meters and centimeters. Oh, they tried to trick us. Not nice. The initial height is given by the term n equals 1. What height will the ball be at the top of the 4th path? Okay, so the sequence formula that we are using, a to the n equals a times r to the n minus 1. This is your first term. This is your common ratio, and this is the number of term that we're looking at, right? So, drop a ball from 1.5 meters. 1.5 meters. We want this to be set to centimeters because of this statement. King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk, right? So we are at the basic unit. We are here, and we want to go here. So we're going to move 1, 2 places. So we move that decimal 1, 2 places. And this becomes 150 centimeters. And that is my A. 60% of the height, that is going to be the R, because that is your common ratio. And that's it for now. All right, now let's take a look at A. And, excuse me, I'll put it right here. Write a rule for the sequence using centimeters. The initial height is given by the term n equals 1. All right, so that would give us A to the 1 is equal to 150 times 0.6 raised to the 1 minus 1. There you go. B, what height will the ball be at the top of the 4th path? So now we have 150 times 0.6 raised to the 4 minus 1. This gives us 3 up top. So now let's take a look at the calculator to get that answer. We have 150 times 0.6 raised to the 3rd. And that is going to give us 32.4. And that would be in centimeters. So there you go. All right, now let's take a look at number 17. Evaluate the function rule for the given value. This one is easy. All right, so we have y equals 8 times 3 to the x, where x is 2. So we take this 2, the value of x, and we substitute it in. So now we have y equals 8 times 3 squared. So 8 times 9, which is 72. Easy. All right, number 18, same principle. F of x equals 4 to the x power. So this 2 goes in for the x, and we have 4 squared, which is 16.